Alright, Barakatah Yahawah, Barakatah Yahawashi, Barakatah Yahawah, Yahawashi, Call Halal Yahawah by Hashem Yahawashi by Hashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone who rule well and teach well and are worthy of that double honors. Peace and blessing to you, Akim, pushing out this truth across the four corners during these last seconds of time. Back at you with another spiritual notification. It's going to be entitled, The Brotherhood is a Representation of Yahawashi. The Brotherhood is a representation of Yahawashi. We're going to just get straight into it. This is 1 John 4:20. It says, if a man say, I love Yahawah Ba'Shem Yahawashi and hated his brother, he is a liar. Why? Because ultimately, your brother, the men that you rub shoulders with, alright, that you're out on the battlefield with, okay, that you labor with, those men are a representation of Yahawashi. Those men are a representation of the kingdom of heaven. Alright, so we treat those men, our brothers, as if they are Yahawashi, man, because they are a representation of what's to come, man, and the things that are now, man, which are prophecy. Okay, so you have to be big on the brotherhood. You have to be big on building brothers up, teaching them, fellowshipping, charity, alms, restoring brethren, man. Alright, this is a brotherhood, man, in unity. Alright, this is not a fraternity. Alright, this isn't a social club. Alright, this isn't a book club. Alright, this isn't a round table gossip discussion group, man. It's none of that, man. This is the kingdom of heaven. Alright, the third temple, which is a spiritual temple being played out on the planet Earth, and it's going to be manifest in greater things. But it says, for he that loveth not his brother whom he had seen, right? Because we've seen our brothers, all right, from across the four corners, whether it be in the flesh, okay, local brothers, statewide brothers, all right, brothers across the country, or whether it be on the World Wide Web, man, the unicorn, okay? So through the Spirit, we all have a common denominator, and that's Yahawah Ba'Shem Yahawashi. That's why the scriptures tell you that there's no language, no speech where that name is not heard, man. That sound has gone out throughout the planet Earth, all right? And that sound is being sang in the mouths of the elect, man, the hopeful elect, okay? So-called Native Americans, Latinos, and Negroes. But the hopeful elect make up a body and a brotherhood, man, all right? A tabernacle. But it says, for he that loveth not his brother whom he had seen, how can he love the Most High whom he had not seen, right? How can you love Yahawah Ba'Shem Yahawashi and you hated your brother, man? All right? You have to treat the brothers and love your brother like if that's Yahawashi, man. So in our minds, we have to be always mindful and conscious of how we deal with brothers, what we say to brothers, all right, how we treat brothers, how we deliver messages to brothers, and how we say things, and be mindful and always have the mindset is, if we're speaking to Yahawashi, man, all right, and what will we be, and what would the manner of conversation will we be bringing up to Yahawashi, man? Okay, because oftentimes, all right, we're battling the flesh. All right, we're in this world here in America or wherever we may be scattered. All right, and we lose thought of it sometimes, how essential and how important the brotherhood is, man. All right, but we always have that example of Yahawashi. We're going to get that. It says, how can he love the Most High whom he had not seen? And this commandment have we from him, that he who loveth Yahawah Ba'Shem Yahawashi loveth his brother also. And that's a commandment, man. You have to love your brother also, man. All right, you have to treat your brother, okay, as you will want yourself to be treated, man. Because Yahawashi said what? He ultimately washed the feet of the disciples, man. How much of humility would it take to do that, man? All right? Let me get it real quick. Because ultimately, this is it right here. This is Matthew 12, all right? And I'm going to start at verse 46. And this is talking about Yahawashi. It says, while he yet talked to the people, behold, his mother and his brethren stood without, desiring to speak with him, right? So Yahawashi's mother and his brethren, All right, they were looking for him, and they desired to speak with him, but the manner of his conversation and his lifestyle required him to be amongst a certain group of people, in the presence of a certain group of people. All right, wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. All right, he was always questioning, because let's not forget, he was sent down. All right, he was raised up, okay, to ultimately do what? Be a testimony to the nation of Israel, man. So it's a certain type of life and course he had to lead. But it says, then one said unto him, behold, thy mother and thy brethren stand without, desiring to speak with thee. But he answered and said unto him that told him, who is my mother and who are my brethren? And he stretched forth his hand toward his disciples and said, behold, my mother and my brethren. So he said his disciples are his mother and his brethren, man. Because ultimately the disciples, the men of the Lord, your brothers, all right, those are your true family, man. Those are the ones that are on the battlefield with you, that will lay down their lives for you ultimately, man. And you do the same for them, man. All right, it says, for whosoever shall do the will of my Father which is in heaven. And that's our brothers, that's our neighbors, fellow Israelites. It says the same as my brother and sister and mother. You see? So ultimately doing this word, that's our common denominator. The name of the Lord, that's our common denominator. Prophesying unto the downfall of America, that's our common denominator, that we show each other with brotherly love, man. That's what we take on to the likeness of each other in, man. Because we all have things that we have in common, all right, in the world, okay, but then we have things that we don't have in common. But ultimately, all right, the source is the word of YAHAWASHI, man. All right, the source is the truth, man. All right, this is John 15:13. It says, I'm gonna start at 12. It says, this is my commandment, that ye love one another as I have loved you. YAHAWASHI speaking again. It says, greater love hath no man than this, that a man laid down his life for his friends. And ultimately, who did that? First and foremost, YAHAWASHI, man. Who's YAHAWASHI's friends, man? The disciples, the elect, man. All right. So us being friends of YAHAWASHI, all right, what greater thing is it to lay down our life, all right, if it came to that, all right, for our brethren? Ultimately, we lay down our life in this world for our brethren, man. For this brotherhood, man. All right. So ultimately, our brothers are a representation of YAHAWASHI. Okay, straight to the point. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Kala Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Rakakwadash. Double honor to the apostles of Great Millstone, who rule well and teach well, and are worthy of their double honors. Peace and blessing to you, Akim, pushing out this truth across the four corners during these last seconds of time. Kwame Yashala, Shalom. The Brotherhood is a representation of YAHAWASHI. Shalom.